get ready for our next speaker, Dr. Whitney Gillespie. She did our prayer this morning. So I'm going to do a short tidbit of her testimony. And she can correct me on anything in short aid too. So Whitney has become a very good friend of mine. She is a doctor of many things. She has extensive degrees. Whitney started a big part of her journey. How many years ago? In 2015, she lost her baby, and her name was Angel Gillespie, and it pushed Whitney into another path. And she's been walking on that path ever since to keep that memory alive and to educate people. Whitney has started an online religious study program, School Angel for Religious Studies. Make sure you check that out. She has wonderful classes. Myself has graduated from there. One of our other speakers has also recently became a doctor through Whitney School. Whitney is just a very awesome person. She has her story. But today she's not here to talk about her story per se. So she's encouraged you to rise up. And I know she has a message for you. So get ready to hear Whitney tell you about her rise up.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I don't need my God, I have a loud voice. This morning I thought about it and I was like, okay, God, when you go through a lot in life, you often say, I want to be a blessing to somebody. I want to have a message for someone. I want to make sure my living is not in vain. So God gave me a couple nuggets I want to share with you. And when I got here, I was like, huh. You know how you second guess yourself? You're like, I don't know if that's it. But then, of course, you know, Renee came right before me and she said pretty much my message. So I was like, okay, I'm on the right track. This is confirmation. So when I thought of Rise Up, I thought of two words, legacy and Phoenix, right? I thought of legacy. We've got work to do. I thought of Phoenix. I've got it. So when you think about legacy, you ask yourself, what's my why? Renee talked about the why, you know? You said, what's my why? What's the reason for it all? What's the reason to keep going?
Look at God.
What's the reason to push even when it hurts? Yeah. When you know your why, you get a rise up mentality. When you know your why, you realize that, you know what, I'm here for a reason. I'm here to leave a legacy. We've got work to do. I don't have time to play around. I don't have time to have you bring doubt to me about what my purpose is. We've got work to do. When you know your why, doesn't matter what life circumstance throws your way, you're like, you know what, this is my why. This is what I do, This is why I wake up every morning. This is why when the tears are still flowing, I get up and I rise up to the occasion. I know my why, so I have a rise up mentality. You can't tell me that God didn't give me this why. When I know my why, you can't steer me any direction because I know my why. So that is your legacy. We got work to do. Legacy, what are you leaving behind? Don't be so focused on the he say, she say, and the current circumstances that you forget your legacy. We are here for a reason. Last year, I told you I want to go to great ends. I'm telling that to you this year. Yeah. What is your legacy? Why are you here? What is your why? Because when you have a why, when you want to cry, when you want to quit, when you want to give up, when you want to say, you know what, I'm going to take a drive and I'm just going to keep driving, your why gives you that rise up mentality. And when you got that rise up mentality, you walk a little different. You think a little different. You move a little different because you have that rise up mentality. What's your legacy? My second word was Phoenix. Phoenix, I got this. When I think about a phoenix, I think of I rise up from the ashes. I rise up from the ashes. I'm fireproof. Okay, when you have a phoenix experience, that means you got to think about it. My story, number one, is a testimony for others to rise up. Somebody comes to you and go, you know what, Whitney, when you talked about how you lost your baby in 2015, that was taboo. Most people don't talk about miscarriage. They just move on and they have a rainbow baby and they move on with their life. But not only did you talk about it, you started a walk to give back to St. Mary's Institute, St. Mary's Hospital, NICU. You started a walk to give back to have awareness for families who go through different loss. You became that pillar of hope for others and say, you know what, there's life after this. You rise up from the ashes. You're fireproof. You go through the fire, but you don't come out smelling like smoke. You don't come out burnt. You come out stronger. Your skin gets tougher. Your testimony is for others to rise up.
All right, Whitney.
The second part is weapon to stand on. Your Phoenix experience gives you a weapon to stand on. You become firm in your faith. When you are firm in your faith, it doesn't matter what it looks like. God brought me through it before, he'll bring me through it again. I may be crying right now, but you know what? I'm going to be smiling later. I may be hurt right now, but I can't stay at this hurt level. This is my Phoenix experience. I'm going to rise up. When? God will let me rise up. He'll let me rise up to the occasion. It will build my faith, because when you have faith in a higher power than yourself, you know that this is the Phoenix experience. In the end, I have to rise up. When you get to your basement level experience, there's nowhere to go but up. When you hit that basement level, all you can do is start pressing 1, 2, 3, and go up. So this is your Phoenix experience. Then it's a weapon to stand on to firm your faith, firm your work. When you know your work, you can't allow any and everybody in your ear. People will not understand your vision because God will give it to you. So therefore, your faith will give you your worth. And when you know your worth, you're like, listen, I don't have time for the games. I don't have time for the foolishness. Either you're going to get on board or God bless you. I'll see you later. And when you know your worth, I'm not entertaining people that's going to come and tell me, maybe you should do it like this. Maybe you should do it like that. Isn't it funny how people who are not working to their full capacity can tell you what you need to do, but you're not. That is you protecting your worth. When you know your worth, you say, listen, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like my decisions, but as long as God is pleased with me, and as long as I wake up in the morning and I can look myself in the mirror and I like the reflection I see, doesn't really matter. Because in this life, you're going to do one or two things. You're going to push somebody else's vision, or you're going to push yours. What are you going to do? The third thing is it firms your future. Your weapon to stand on firms your future. When you think about your Phoenix experience, you say, you know what? It's bigger than me. It's bigger than this. It's bigger than me, to the point where we are all doing little puzzle pieces. We don't see the big picture, but we know if I put this piece together and I put that piece together, then eventually it's going to all come together. Think about it. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you say, you know what? I now understand why I went through that. I now understand why that had to happen. That's your Phoenix experience. That is you saying, I rose from the ashes and I rose up to the occasion. I rise up and I realize that I'm here for two reasons. I'm here for my Phoenix experience. I got this. And I'm here for legacy. We've got work to do. We've got work to do. When you know your why, you have a rise up mentality. Can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody block you. It's all about you. Your mentality, your perspective can deter you or can push you for greatness. What is your why? When you know your why, your rise up mentality says, guess what? I went through a Phoenix experience, but I'm not going to stay there. I'm not going to allow that to deter me from my future. Your testimony is for others to rise up. You have a weapon to stand firm in your faith, firm in your work, firm in your future. I encourage you to rise up to your Phoenix experience and leave a legacy and go to the great empty. That's all I got to say.
Ooh. Yes.
Woo. I just found it interesting in how the spoken word that I read this morning talked about Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
The person who wrote that do not know the lady that is speaking. He's never met them. Then Renee talked about why not me and the Phoenix. Whitney came right behind her, talked about what is your legacy, and talked about the Phoenix experience. Tell me that God is not working this program.
Confirmation.
Tell me it's not God.
Yes.
See, this is not Yolanda. He just using me. This is God. I promise you, as we go on, you're going to find some more connection. None of these ladies talk to each other. None of these ladies shared what they were going to talk about. I don't know what they're going to talk about. I just tell them the thing that he tells me and let him do the rest. So just hold on. We got some more rising up to do. We got some more messages for you. Thank you. Whew. So earlier, our ministry of music came up, and in my nervousness, I did not introduce her. So I'm going to give a little introduction of her. So Mikela July. Oh my God. Y'all already know she sang like an angel. Woo. But she is a wife to a guy that I adopted as my brother before I met her. He is my big brother, even though he's younger than me. He is awesome. We don't talk much, but when I need, I call, he's there. It's the same for him. That's family.
Yes.
We are church family members as well. Mikela is the daughter of our bishop at Faith and Hope, Bishop Herman Crockett Jr. So she has been in the Word before she was even here. But she's had a great leader here. And she is following that lead. She has 2 kids. She has a son and a daughter. Both angels, very smart. You have to love them when you meet them. You have to watch their Facebooks. Her daughter's following her lead. Her son is very musical, instruments, song. They do it all. This is a family of multi talent. She does spoken word. Her list just goes on and on and on. And I'm just so glad to be able to call her a sister in Christ, to call her a sister in my family, to call her a sister of the nonprofit and a supporter of my nonprofit Just For You. I just thank God for putting me where I need to be to have people like her in my life. And she's getting ready to come up again and give us another blessing. So prepare yourself for whatever she's about to hear.
Thank you, Yolanda. That was a beautiful introduction. Kind of getting a little teary-eyed. Gotta come out that and sing. I appreciate that. You definitely is a sister, you definitely family, and I'm just happy to be here again. Last year, I was just planning to come sing and leave, but when I came, my soul was blessed, and I'm just happy to be back again. I hope that you all are blessed by the singing that I have for you. So the next song I'm going to sing is Get Up by Mary Mary, and it's in line with everything that we've been talking about. So I know you're out there in Zoom land, but you're at home and comfortably home, so you can feel free to get up and jam along as I sing this song. Okay? Love, rest and pause, take long, slow motion, gonna do, shoulda, coulda, woulda done, excuses, what are you afraid of? Don't you know what you made of? One of God's greatest creation. Take this invitation now. Get up, cause you can't stop. Get up, you got a lot to do. 24 hours, almost gone. Get up, don't sit there. Get up, if you wanna get there. Time's gonna fly, time won't wait. He said, she said, they say, you say, it's your dreams, your choice, your time, your life. So don't you miss it. What are you afraid of? Don't you know what you need of? One of God's greatest creations. Take this invitation now. Get up, cause you can't stop. Get up, you got a lot to do. 24 hours, almost gone. Get up, don't sit there. Get up, if you wanna get there. Time's gonna stop and time won't wait. Welcome to the rest of your life. Right now, or just try to live more, one more, work a little harder, taste more, laugh more, be a little smarter, hug a little longer, love a little stronger. You've been down, but now it's time to get up, cause you can't stop. Get up, you got a lot to do. gonna get there. Time for wait. One more time, say it up. Let me hear you say get up. Get up. Get up. This night is coming when no man can wait. So you gotta work while it's day. Get up. Woo! Woo! Beautiful, beautiful. Get up. Get up. Rise up. Hallelujah. Woo! I'm so overwhelmed right now. I thank you, Lord.